Call today to book your appointment.
Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 6.
Coming up tonight, plane down. A small aircraft makes an emergency landing near the Blair Executive Airport. What condition the pilot is in, we'll have that. Also tonight, clearing out cold ones. Bars in Oklahoma City are preparing for Nebraska fans to do just that when they come to town for the softball game. What they're doing to get ready for the Sea of Red. And softball inspiration, how motivating the Nebraska softball team is for young softball players here in Nebraska. Well, Husker fans from Lincoln to Oklahoma City are ready to watch Nebraska start swinging at that championship, and the team is getting ready for it as well. Husker softball getting batting practice in the day before the game, getting ready to take the already historic season even further. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rod Fowler. As you can see right here, we're closing in on the 24-hour mark when the Huskers play the Razorbacks on their first step to a World Series championship. And one group excited to watch this game is the younger generation of softball players. Channel 8 Jake Holman spoke with some of them today to understand just how inspirational this Husker team is. He joins us live. Jake.
Hey, good evening, Rod. Nebraska softball truly putting the sport on the map, representing every single Cornhusker in this state, all while inspiring the younger generation and showing that girls from Nebraska can be just like them, including ones here at Chaos Softball in Eagle, who I got a chance to talk to today and learn a little more about. Well, Chaos Softball is a youth developmental program that's been established since 2010, started by Rick Donovan. He says the main goal, to have fun and teach young girls the fundamentals of the game. Nearly half of Nebraska's roster are homegrown Huskers, to which Donovan says it's amazing to see what Coach Rhonda Revelle has done for this program, and that this year's team is truly paving a way for the next generation.
But just to watch Nebraska get that kind of blood flowing for a softball team, this sport is really up and coming, and high school athletes like that help drive, help grow it, because they're role models, they're examples. And Coach Revelle and Coach Sipple have done a great job.
And Chaos Softball has a total of 6 teams ranging from 12U up to the high school level. Now, if you take a look here with me, the team actually wrote out the entire Women's College World Series bracket. Of course, as you can see, the Huskers down below. If there's one thing I think every girl in that ball club wants to see happen, is to see the Huskers' name advance further and further, hopefully, to that championship round. And we'll hear from the team and the coach on what their plans are to watch tomorrow night's game up here on the news tonight at 10. For now, reporting here in Eagle, Jake Holman, Channel 8 News.
Cheer on the softball team in Oklahoma City. We wanted to see how bars and restaurants down there are getting ready. You might remember last time the Big Red took over the city, they ran out of a certain beer. So Channel 8's Emma Norwood joins us after speaking with a bar in OKC. Are they ready, Emma?
You know, I gotta say, I think they might be. As Husker fans invade Oklahoma City, several bars and restaurants know what to expect this time. Many of them posting days in advance, letting fans know they're stocking up early.
I'm not risking it. I'm putting in a big order. I'm gonna just plan on them coming down, and I know they're an insanely passionate group of fans.
Red shirts, Husker fans, and full patios. That's what Oklahoma City bar owners are expecting as Nebraska fans pour into town for the Women's College World Series.
We're used to, high volumes and stuff like that. But even that said, experiencing what we experienced with Nebraska fans, it'll probably be like an all hands on deck.
The social capital in downtown OKC is stocking up. Husker Alumni Association already preparing a pregame party at the beer garden. And after fans sold out the city of Busch Light when the Husker men's basketball team played in March, the bar knew they'd have to be double prepared for this go-around.
I just put in like a $4,000 beer order, and it was all like domestics and Busch Lights and some cans and kegs and all the good stuff. So yeah, and I actually had to hit up my rep to make sure that they could give me an early order next Monday. Because I only have so much space to put inventory. It's different. It's a lot. It's extensive. It's noticeably different. We'll just say that.
Although the Oklahoma City Bar is unbiased when it comes to sports teams, the Huskers do hold a bit of an edge.
It's a good group of people, and it's fun to share in their success. So yeah, I will be rooting for them, and I'll be breaking out my Cornhusker shirt for the week. Yeah, I really hope Nebraska goes deep so we can enjoy their fans for as long as possible, and because they like to drink, and that helps sales, and just makes for a good time.
Hey, I mean, you heard it here first. For all of the fans heading to Oklahoma City, the Beer Garden is definitely ready for you. And they say they'll be opening a little bit earlier than usual to help kick things off. Reporting here in the studio, Emma Norwood, Channel 8 News.
All right. Thank you, Emma. And if you are making the journey out to Oklahoma City to cheer on the softball team, we want to see what you're seeing. Scan the QR code on your screen to download the Now Local News app. It's free, and we pay you for your view of the games. It's also a great place to keep up with the softball action because our team here at KOKN will be posting real-time updates there first as the game goes on. Let's get a look at your first forecast for this Wednesday night. Using our network of cameras, we want to show you the current conditions. It was sunny for the first half of the day, and then as you can see there, some clouds started moving in. How's Wednesday night shaping up? Here's Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins. Rusty?
Not too shabby. Just that cloud cover. We do need rain. That's happening far, far, far west of here. Overall, it is a quiet and mild evening. Temperatures today did get into the 80s, upper 80s. No 90s out there today, but we were close. A couple of 88s in O'Neill and Ainsworth, 87 in Lincoln and Omaha and Grand Island. A little cooler, a little further west and southwest. So that cloud cover did come in and kept our temperatures from getting to that 90-degree mark, but Honda of Lincoln showing 27th and Yankee Hill Road just a 86 degrees with a mixture of clouds and sun and a wind gust at 18 miles per hour. There's those spot showers and isolated thunderstorms on the other side of McCook. All of that is moving away from areas that would just love to see some rainfall right now. Well, I guess the entire state would love to see that, but here's where all of it is right now. That will eventually try to push into our area as we head through Thursday night and into Friday and maybe lingering into the rest of the weekend. So, but that's coming up in a little bit. Right now, though, temperatures in the 80s, 85 in Lincoln, 86 in Grand Island with a southeast wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Hour by hour forecast has those temperatures very warm into the middle 60s by early tomorrow morning. More on that rain chance coming up in the full forecast.
Thank you, Rusty. Talk to you later. Breaking now, a small airplane makes an emergency landing on the south side of the Blair, Nebraska airport. The person in the aircraft is not injured. The city of Blair is saying preliminary information is pointing toward engine failure, forcing the pilot to conduct an emergency landing in that field there. Investigators are on the scene as we speak to determine what exactly went wrong. Breaking now, a second victim has died after a chemical tank rupture in Washington state. The governor there saying this could be the deadliest industrial tragedy in modern Washington state history. And just hours ago, the rescue mission there changed to a recovery effort for 9 missing employees. Channel 8's Meg West joins us with updates from today's news conference. Meg.
Good evening, Rod. The images out of this tank rupture from Washington are horrific. You can see the tank collapsed on its side, threatening complete failure. This represents a very risky situation as the search effort for those remaining 9 souls goes into the second day. Authorities saying it's a slow process due to the hazardous recovery conditions. Emergency personnel saying 7 victims are currently hospitalized and 1 firefighter was treated and released from the hospital. And now a giant coordinated effort is underway for those remaining 9 employees, with teams from many agencies carrying out a slow and methodical search while working to keep the surrounding public safe. The fire chief addressing just how delicate the situation is.
Tank remains unstable, creating a dangerous situation for our personnel, which has created our additional planning. Crews are actively assessing the structural integrity of that tank and working on plans to stabilize that tank before additional recovery operations can safely proceed.
Authorities say testing reveals some chemicals did seep into the nearby Columbia River, killing some fish. But they stress that the drinking water and surrounding air is completely safe. Crews are continually monitoring any air and water threats to the public. A vigil being set up outside the plant for those who died and are still missing. Longview Fire Battalion Chief Matt Amos says the coroner's office will release the names after all the victims are recovered, identified, and family is notified. In the studio, Meg West, Channel 8 News.
All right, thank you, Meg. Stay with us. We have more heading your way after the break, including concern for cattle. A tick is causing trouble. Several cows are infected with its parasite. What local veterinarians are suggesting people do to stop the spread of the disease. We are back in just 1 minute.
Told stories. They help write them.
New details now on that deadly Monday night crash west of Lincoln. Today, the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office releasing the name of the person killed at Northwest 84th and West O. They say it was 18-year-old Ali Al-Asidi. He was a passenger in a Ford Focus that didn't stop at a stop sign there on the north side of O Street. It was one of the cars involved in the two-vehicle collision. Officials say Ali was airlifted to a local hospital, but later died from his injuries. Deputies also revealing new information on their investigation into what caused the crash.
The driver of the Ford Focus was wearing the seatbelt. The front passenger and the rear passenger were not, and they were both ejected. We also believe that there's a possibility of marijuana use by the driver of the Ford Focus.
7 people were also taken to the hospital. Deputies say 2 of them are still being treated with non-life-threatening injuries. Right now, a rise in thylaria is being reported right here in Nebraska. It's a parasite that's carried by the Asian longhorn tick and mainly affects cattle. Imported cattle are testing positive for it here in Nebraska, but the tick itself has not been confirmed to be here. The disease can cause anemia, weakness, and in some cases, death in infected cattle. Nebraska's state veterinarian says the best method of prevention includes external parasite control. We are speaking with an expert right now, and coming up tonight at 10, hear how dangerous the spreading of this disease might be.
We did get into the middle and upper 80s once again today. That is likely to continue for a while, and there are some precipitation chances. We'll take a look at that forecast when we come back.
A close call for a kid on a scooter, and we have it caught on camera. This was on April 8th. Take a look here. A near accident there as that kid has his scooter's front tire run over by that car. Let's take a closer look at the video. This occurring near 11th and L around 5 p.m. Again, this was on Wednesday, April 8th. The car that ran over the scooter is a black Jeep Compass, and police say the driver may not have seen the kid, which could be why they kept on driving. Still, they want to talk to them. If you have any information, call police, or you can stay anonymous by calling Crime Stoppers.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
Another day well above average, 87. Our normal high is almost 80. We're almost to that time of year where 80 degrees is the normal. Right around normal, though, for the low, 55, the normal low at 56. Notice we're falling behind on that precipitation. Now, we do have chance for rain. Unfortunately, we have a lot of outdoor things going on as we head through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So hopefully we can just kind of figure out and make everybody happy. Yeah, I couldn't even finish that sentence with a straight face. Storms are going to be possible on Friday. Best chance will be the first half of the day, and then on Saturday the best chance will be the second half of the day, and then just a small chance on Sunday. Temperatures in the lower and middle 80s. Now, if you're headed to Oklahoma, also a chance for storms. It's just that time of year. Anywhere in Lincoln and Oklahoma, if this time of year, you're probably going to see at least some sort of storm activity over the course of a few days this time of year. Temperatures in the lower and middle 80s. So what's going on right now? Mixture of clouds and sun. If we could just play baseball right now, perfect. 21st and L Street, Allocam looking at warm evening out there, 85 degrees in Lincoln and Beatrice, a little cooler where there's some precipitation falling in far southwest Nebraska into Colorado. But around here, middle 80s just about does it for everybody. 81 in Hastings, one of the cooler spots. The dew point, just checking in on this, just to make sure it's behaving itself, because we all know it's going to eventually creep up, but today it's in the 50s. So that's tolerable. Also the wind, less than 20 miles per hour. That's tolerable. A little more out there further west and southwest like that. That's near a thunderstorm, which I'll show you here in just a second. But the wind gusts, less than 20 miles per hour for eastern Nebraska, a little higher than that for the western half of the state. So there's those storms. And remember I said that wind gust? Oh, there it is right there, southwest of McCook. Scattered showers and thunderstorms well to the south and west. That's where they're going to stay now. But the main threat is down to the south. That is eventually going to push into our area. And when I say eventually, it's going to take some time. This is 6 a.m. Thursday, just a cloudy sky. Spots sprinkle, the better chance further south and west. That's by noon on Thursday. And then everything just tries to move into the area by Thursday night. Doesn't quite make it into southeast Nebraska, but it does central Nebraska. But it eventually does after midnight on Thursday. Here it comes. Scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder here by early Friday. 7 a.m. This will continue through at least the first half of the day on Friday and try to linger into the afternoon hours, but other models I'm looking at has this tapering off as the day progresses. Still a few showers lingering in the afternoon, but overall that chance should diminish and then pick back up for the second half of the day on Saturday. So definitely have some timing things going on if you have outdoor plans Friday, Saturday, and or Sunday. The forecast for tonight, 65, partly to mostly cloudy skies, right around 60 to 65 for most of us. 87, partly cloudy, that chance for rain, especially in the evening, late evening, into the overnight. Another warm day, but notice we're 10 degrees cooler in Kearney, but 87 in the capital city. We hang on to the 80s for quite a while. There's those storm chances on Friday, Saturday, just a small chance on Sunday, and a small chance on Monday as well. Those temperatures hanging on to the middle 80s, even the upper 80s for the next 10 days.
Thank you, Rusty. New at 6, the Nebraska Department of Education has a plan to boost reading proficiency in third graders. They're implementing a plan that they're hoping will bring Nebraska's third graders' reading proficiency to 75% by the year 2030. They're implementing a program funded by a $55 million grant. It will put an emphasis on helping children living in poverty, English learners, and children with disabilities. They're hoping to foster a culture of lifelong readers in Nebraska, unlocking these groups' potentials in learning. Well, the Sports Zone is coming up next. Nate, Nebraska softball will be suiting it up tomorrow there in OKC.
Yeah, going to be a long day waiting in anticipation for the Huskers to play, of course, playing in the evening. But today we got to hear from the team from Oklahoma City. We'll have the latest coming up next.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Green's Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with Sports Director Nate Johnson. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
What's going on? Welcome into the Sports Zone. We are starting things off today with Nebraska softball as the game nears tomorrow. The team touched down yesterday in Oklahoma City as they prepare to play in their first Women's College World Series since 2013. And they have a tough opponent to start off with in the Arkansas Razorbacks tomorrow. But as this team has done all season, they're taking things one day, one pitch at a time, if you will. The Huskers posting this video to X. The team getting some reps in this morning, and the squad spoke today from OKC on what it means to be there after the season they've had.
It's pretty surreal. This whole year we've been so focused on winning the pitch that we're in, This is a goal that our team had from the very beginning, but it was never something that we spent all this time talking about, because in order to get here, it's really hard, and a lot goes into that, and a lot of the right things have to happen. And so we were just so focused on taking it one day at a time so that those things would happen. And now that we're here, we're just so excited to get on the field and practice later today and let it set in even more.
Our team's just ready to be on the field and start playing. And honestly, just take in this whole new environment. We've talked a lot about just taking in that environment, and we have been the same the whole year, but wherever we go, it can change, but we don't change. So I think we're just excited to enjoy this moment and enjoy this with each other and just play more softball.
Well, first pitch tomorrow is set for 8:30 p.m. as their journey in the Women's College World Series kicks off from OKC. You can watch the game on ESPN2 in the evening's nightcap, and we'll, of course, have updates on our Now Local News app. And how about this for an update? After winning USA Softball Player of the Year yesterday, Jordy Fromm bringing home another Player of the Year award, this time from the NFCA. Fromm is the first player to win back-to-back NFCA Player of the Year awards. To Nebraska football now, the team releasing some TV and kickoff times for next season. Nebraska will play Ohio at 11 a.m. on FS1, Bowling Green at 6 p.m. also on FS1, and 6:15 on the Big Ten Network there against North Dakota. Nebraska, their game against Iowa on Black Friday will be 11 a.m. on CBS. Finally, Major League Volleyball's free agency began today. The Supernovas making a lot of moves. Among those, former Husker and fan favorite Mara Beeson re-signed with the team to much of the Supernovas' delight. And they also signed former Love Nebraska star Kimberly Jornarnik. Interesting move there, to say the least, for pro volleyball. Well, that will do it, though, today for sports. Rob, will go ahead and send things back over to you.
Thank you so much, Nate. And let's get a final check of your forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
Watching a system down to our south that may try to bring up some moisture into our neck of the woods as we head through the next couple of days. Much needed at that. Timing-wise, though, I know there's a lot of things going on over the next couple of days, so it's something we'll keep an eye on. There is some lightning just off to our south and west, just on the other side of McCook there. So a few scattered showers in south central and southwest Nebraska, right along that border. Temperature-wise, we're in the 80s for just about everybody until you get towards where those thunderstorms are at, and it's a little cooler towards Imperial. Tonight, temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Highs tomorrow, once again in the 80s for the eastern half of the state, 70s for the western half of the state. Many chances for rain over the next few days. Then we dry out and stay warm. You're looking at the 80s for highs the next 10 days.
Thank you, Rusty, and thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoy your evening. We'll see you back here at 10 o'clock.
The Amigos Yankee, reinventing the ordinary hot dog. Crispy cheesy original and bold jalapeno popper. At Amigos, where food is fun.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem them for gift cards. Scan the QR code to join.
Ernie's